Welcome to Low-Key PD. In this tutorial, we're going to explore how to format images in your Google slide decks. So here I've got an image that I've inserted, and I'm going to go to Format, and you'll notice that one of the options when I have the image selected is the image formatting. If I go to Image and I hover over that, I can crop the image, and just so you understand, there's a difference between cropping an image and resizing it. Cropping the image means it's going to stay the same size. I'm just not going to display as much as is actually there. So let's say I don't want to have a tall picture and I don't really want to include all this stuff over here. I just want the image of the girl bowling, like say that. And when I'm done, it only shows me the part that I wanted. So I can crop it that way. There are other ways to crop it. I have the image selected. This option right here, I can crop or I can mask it. I can put something over it and give it a different shape. It's kind of interesting, but that'll be a different video. So I go back to image. I can replace the image. Replacing the image basically means the image holder is going to stay in the same place. You're just going to change the image so it would no longer be this picture of the girl bowling. Or you can reset it. But notice that when you have the image selected, you also have format options. And in an earlier video, if you haven't seen that yet, I have a video on what you can do with format options for text. In this one, though, let's pop that open. Size and rotation, so I can rotate the image. If I want to rotate that, say 10 degrees. I can rotate that. Change its position. I can recolor it. So basically, if you want it to look something like this or this, you can recolor that and make that look a bunch of different ways. Some adjustments here. You can play with the opacity, the brightness. That's way too bright. The contrast. Let's reset that. And then drop shadow. So I've got a drop shadow. Let's give it a nice like hot pink. The angle. Well, I'm going to play with the rate or the distance first just so it's there. The angle is going to shift it to the side. Blur radius kind of gives it sort of a smudgy feel around the outside of that drop shadow. Do I want a reflection? If I do the reflection, you'll notice the bottom half of that picture is reflected over. Neat little text. Neat little effect. Alt text is for people who maybe have visual problems or cannot see that well. And then what the alt text will do is if they're using like a screen reader, you can add the alt text there and it will read a description of this image to whoever's viewing that slide deck if they have difficulty seeing or reading text or images on the screen.